Hi everybody, welcome to Resident Evil 7 on the PlayStation 4. Not the VR version, I'm not playing with the PSVR on, I'm just playing the normal version. And I tell you what, this is an amazing game. Now, I know that there's a lot of hoo-ha on the moment for Resident Evil 2, the remake that they put out where they've... And it is a remake as well, if you haven't had a look at it. If you remember Resident Evil 2 with its fixed camera angles and its third-person perspective sort of stuff, but they remade it into a third-person but behind-the-shoulder perspective. It's got some excellent reviews, and I'll definitely be picking up when it goes cheaper. But I did pick up a few months after it came out Resident Evil 7 for the mainly to play with PSVR, and didn't really play much of it. But with all the hype around Resident Evil 2, I thought I would go back and play Resident Evil 7. But I'll just play it on the TV, and I tell you what, I have been so impressed with this survival horror shoot 'em up game. It's absolutely amazing, and definitely worth buying cheap if you haven't checked it out, if you haven't got it already, or maybe if you bought it to start off with, and then didn't finish it or anything like that, because it is so good. So I'm a fair way into the game. And well, I think I am anyway. I'm still wandering around the main house, but in essence, the story of Resident Evil 7 is that your wife, I think it's your wife or your girlfriend, has gone missing a couple of years ago. Didn't have a clue where she was, and then you got a phone call, which brings you to this house with these kind of like nasty hillbillies in here, like a whole family of them, and you need to find her, and Resident Evil stuff starts to happen. Now, some people kind of said that this isn't particularly like the Umbrella-dominated, zombies-dominated Resident Evil's past, which it probably isn't, but it is very good. And in the first person's perspective, the amount of detail in this game is absolutely unbelievable. It just looks fantastic. Probably one of the best looking first-person shooters I've ever played. Very reminiscent of Alien Isolation, that kind of feeling, when you're going around the big space station. Now, you may well say, well, why didn't you carry on with Resident Evil 7 when you first got it? Well, part of it was because I thought the best way to play it was in PSVR, and I couldn't always be bothered to put the PSVR helmet on. But next was other games came along, and then I wasn't sure whether I wanted to go back into it or even consider Resident Evil 2, the remake, because of the puzzles. Because, as you probably know, Resident Evil is all about, you'll explore an area, and lots of areas will be locked off, and then you need to solve puzzles, which normally involve finding things, and then finding special keys, finding special medallions, that sort of stuff, and slotting them in, and then you can open up another area, and there's lots of backtracking and lots of moving around, and I wasn't sure whether I was really into that again, and that's why I kind of held off on Resi 2. And that's another reason why I wanted to play Resident Evil 7 again, because I know it had very similar mechanics, and I did, and the puzzles aren't that difficult. I am playing it on easy, so the monsters aren't that difficult to kill, because I don't like replaying games all the time. But it's so scary, this game. The sound is so good, the graphics are so good, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. And the other cool thing is, obviously, if you get a little bit stuck, you can do a quick Google search about what to do next. But the game's very good in the fact that it'll tell you, like at the moment, I'm trying to find the special serum that I need to carry on with the story. And I've got a shotgun, I've got a gun, and anyway, really super enjoying it. So if you haven't got it already, when it goes cheap in the sales, definitely pick up Resident Evil 7, because it's worth getting. And if Resident Evil 2, the remake, is anywhere near as good as this, then that's going to be an essential buy when it goes a bit cheaper as well. So what I'll do is I'll just start playing now. I've kind of given my reasons for you should be checking out Resident Evil 7, and we'll see what happens. Is it the snake door, this one? Right, this is a new area, so bad things will probably happen. So I'm going into the kids' room. This is so scary in VR as well. That looks like a herb. What have we got here? April. Oliver stopped his yelling, but sometimes I hear knocking from above. May something. It really stinks and some weird juices dripping from the ceiling. Anyway, since I had time, I changed the remote control trophy again. Now it'll be shiny even at night. Lots of these little messages are clues to how you complete puzzles. This fella. Oh, football. Maybe you always got to think, right, look at the shape. Maybe that shape means something. Oh, there's a trophy. What's in here? Oh, chem fluid. So I can now take this chem fluid and I can combine that with that herb to make a first aid. Third place, second junior engineering contest. Okay, so this guy was quite clever. American football. God, there's always noises. Second place. What you've got to do is often inspect these items and see if there's... Sometimes there'll be bits you can open. Honourable mention, Amateur Robotics Championship, 1998. So the guy... Kid... Oh! So we need to make that... One of those bubble heads there. Sports guy as well. April, Mummy took me to hospital in town. They took a photo of my head with the weird machine. Then Mummy bought me a 259-piece puzzle from the toy store. Stupid Oliver keeps teasing me. You're a crazy head. I lied to Oliver. I told him to come over for my birthday party, then shut him in the attic from outside by remote control. He kept crying, "Let me out, Lucas." I changed the remote control so stupid Zoe can't just go into the attic. I melded it with one of my Inventors Contest trophies. Now she'll never find it. Oh, right. So if we now go and have a look at these. Ah, I melded it. So does that mean we need to use the flamethrower on one of these? Right, so let's go and get the flamethrower. Oh. Was that everything in these rooms? Normally when you've been somewhere, something bad happens afterwards. Okay, there's something that's locked up around the corner, so let's go and have a look. I've killed almost all the zombies. Well, there's like these plant zombies that come in. sure I've been through all this area before. Oh, chem fluid, yep, might as well take that. When you first start playing the game, your ability to carry things is quite low. Yeah, I've read all this. Let's see what's in here. Never say no to some shotgun shells. What's that noise? Right, so we need to go and get the flamethrower to melt. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some monsters waiting for me now. Where have I got to go? Normally what happens is as you open up new areas you come across new nasties. Let's put the shotgun away, so we've got a space for the burner and some fuel. Let's put that away, so we've got a few spare slots. We'll keep that in case we come across any herbs. Let's save the game. Now, don't be put off by the slow pace at the moment. Right. The game is lulling us into a false sense of security. And then what happens is all hell breaks loose. Well, not all hell. You get a big lumbering monster will come after you. Several of them. And it is terrifying. Is it in there? Right. Ah, maybe not then. Let's read that bit of paper again. I changed the remote control so stupid Zoe just can't go into the attic. I melded it with one of my inventor's contest trophies. Now she'll never find it. There's not another one around here, is there? Solve the puzzle in the kids' room. I changed the remote control. Now it'll be shiny even at night. So where is it? Are any of the... They look normal, don't they? Ah, what's this? Oh, supplements. Okay, great. Ah! This is it. There it is. Here comes the stairs. Woohoo! Puzzle solved. Right, prepare for nasties. Christmas tree in the loft. Renovation contract. Customer Jack Baker. Contractor. Installation of shadow activated doorway in the main hall. Toy axe. Model shotgun. Am I picking all these things up? Damn, they've used up a lot of my inventory space. Right, there's a tape there. Right, we probably want to... Strong chem fluid. If I pick that up though, I'm not going to have any room left. This is one of the types of puzzles you get. Got to kind of make the shadow match. Right. Oh, yeah, we're almost there, aren't we? There we go. Oh, another key card. Right, so that's our inventory is now full. Oh, we could take these, make them into medicine first. Okay, there we go. So we've now got a painting named Judgment. It depicts a woman kneeling in front of a mob. Great. So we could take the strong chem fluid now, but we have no space left. So we really need to go back to where we started. Head for the testing area. Right, okay. Okay, I just know something bad's going to happen. Just gotta go back and save. Oh god, the phone's ringing.
Hey, buddy. Remember, those 2 key cards will get you into the party. Don't be late now.
Let me talk to Mia.
No! You gotta show up first. You haven't forgotten where the party is, have you? You can get in from the courtyard. So come on, man. Everybody's waiting for you.
Oh dear. Right, so So, let's get rid of this toy gun, this toy axe. Let's get rid of the strong. Get rid of those. Oh, we've got a tape to play. Ooh, we might go and play this tape actually. Oh, where's the nearest tape machine? Well, we might keep that for later. We'll keep that for later because it'd be quite spoilerish. That I don't want to spoil the game for you. Obviously, I haven't played it yet. What I do want, let's get rid of the burner and get the shotgun. And the key card, the shotgun shells, that ammo. Right. Head for Lucas's place from the yard. Alright. So it looks like that key there, which is locked. Ooh. Alright, yeah, the key cards get me through there, don't they? Right, let's go. I'm going the wrong way. Whoa. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Try what we can do. If we go in here. Oh, is there a video machine in here? There is. Look at this. Look at this. God. It's terrible. But what we can do... I know I am save scumming, but I can't help it. Right, so we could come back. We've got quite a few shotgun shells. Ooh. I do not like the look of this. It's like some late 80s disco. I can still get out.
Ethan. Ethan. This right here is special. You see, Ethan, everybody wants to turn back the clock. What? Oh, Evelyn, I'm just trying to show him. Not everybody wants to go back to how things were. There's a stupid bitch. She doesn't understand that I don't want to go back to how things were before my father found y'all. Now everybody wants to turn back the clock. So Ethan, you can crawl around underneath that filthy, rotten house all you want looking for them ingredients, but you ain't gonna find a goddamn thing, Ethan. You wanna make that serum? Ooh, baby. You're gonna have to come through me. You hear? Now come on, Ethan. What do you say? Fuck!
Ooh. And that's probably a good point to end this video, giving you a taster of Resident Evil 7. Again, don't be put off by the slow pace. All these kind of in-between bits, they're slowly building up to the jump scares and to the action. And you will jump out of your seat, you will drop your controller, you will be thinking about the levels afterwards. This is truly an excellent game, so by all means, if you've got Resident Evil 2 the remake, enjoy it, play it, but don't forget Resident Evil 7. It's absolutely fantastic. Anyway, that's enough from me. Put your questions and comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Thank you very much, and I will see you again soon.